Oh, hi guys and gals, it's me George, the Shade Tree Fix-It Man, and I'm underneath my new truck, new to me, and I'm getting ready to change the shock absorbers. And of course the easiest ones to do, and the ones I'm going to do first, are the rear ones. And just kind of looking around under here, and you got to remember this is a Minnesota truck. And for a Minnesota truck, this thing is very clean under here, especially when you consider that it's a 2002. Yep. Now, one of the things I am going to do while I'm under here is drop my spare tire. Hopefully I can get it to drop. As you can see, the tire is brand new. It's never been off the vehicle from the looks of it. So we'll lower it down and clean it up some and oil the chain if it does come down easily, and make sure it's easily functioning. So just in case, God forbid, that we should have a flat tire on the highway, we're heading to the East Coast in about 3 weeks. Actually 3 weeks exactly from today. And the tires that are on the truck are Michelin's, and they're all like brand new. Yep. So that's a good thing, and it's nice to look around under here, and there are no leaks anywhere. The only thing I do have to check into is the emergency brake does not work on this vehicle. The lever doesn't lock down, the ratchet doesn't seem to function, and even without the ratchet it doesn't grab hold, because it still should grab hold even if the ratchet didn't work, but it doesn't seem to do anything, so I'm going to have to investigate that. But that's another story, and we're going to get started doing the rear shock absorbers first thing right off. And looks like I got some 9/16 bolts up there on the top, and I hope it has captured nuts in some ways, I hope, and in other ways I hope it doesn't, but we'll see soon enough. And then down the bottom, just one nut on the axle axle mount. Yep, right there. So let's get to it. Don't tell me they're metric. That's 7/8. That's too sloppy. That's 13/16. I guess it might go on if I drive it on. Oh, that's too tight. Oh, we'll get a metric. Okay, let's try this again. That's too sloppy. I'm used to being old school, you know. Everything's standard. Here we go. Here we go to it. That one is, what is it? 21 millimeters. First nut off, and while I'm at it, you won't see it off camera, but I'm going to take the nut off the other side. There's both nuts. Now, I would be remiss if I thought that the upper ones were going to be as simple to come off. And it does appear that they are captured nuts up there, according to my fingering. Okay. Let's see how this one is going to come off. That's not good sounding. It sounds like strippage. Nope, it's not. It's coming off. Look at that. Woohoo! There's one. See if I get the other. How's this for shaky cam work? I think my extension is actually going to be in the way this time. Here we go. It is good diagnosis, I could tell you for sure, on these shock absorbers. Put my glove on here for a second. Shouldn't be able to shake a shock absorber down that easy. And watch when I push it down. There's almost no resistance there at all. Yep, not good. And here's another tip for you. I bought this headlamp from Harbor Freight. Not good. Single bulb, not very bright. It is a halogen, but it's very dim and it doesn't throw much light. I bought another one that they had. Actually costs less money than this one. That has like 5 bulbs in it, and I used it in the house doing my plumbing work, and it works super duper. I'll do a review on the other one, but don't waste your money on this one. It comes with the batteries with it and everything. The other one you got to buy batteries for it, but this one is not the preferred unit. Okay, you saw how I got the shock out. The reverse is exactly the same. I won't bother you with that, and I'll show it to you when we get it all done. How's that? Well, there's the new ones and the old ones side by side. And I got to cut the cords on the new ones, but you can see they got the cords on them to keep them more or less compressed. Not an issue with the old ones at all. They should be really make a big difference. No more bouncing and dancing around going over little bumps. Hang on, we'll get them put in. Let's have some fun. Watch this. Bing! Woo! That puppy's growing. Look at it grow. Woo! How cool is that? Very nice. Oh, will it stop? It's still growing. It's still growing. Oh, there it is. Whew-wee, what a difference between the old ones and the new ones. Okay, I'll give you a little tip. Whew, I got this puppy hanging from there, and I had a hard time compressing it. Couldn't quite make it all the way up to the bolt. So make it easier for yourself and put a jack under your front spring perch and extend your springs down. That way you don't have to compress the shock quite as much. Let's see if I can make it work and see if you could see me doing it. I don't know if I can get the camera lined up properly or not. Looks like you might be able to see it. Let's see what happens here now. Okay, now one of you young guys, lend me a hand here, will you? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, girl. Go up. Woo-hoo. I know I'm not as young as I used to be. And I'm not as strong as I used to be, that's for sure. There we go. I got it on there. I'll do the other one before I finish bolting this one down tight. Just like that. These will go on there. And I gotta tell you, both the top bolts and the bottom nuts came off easier than anything I have worked on in a long time. I'm very thankful for that. I'll bring you back when they're all done now. Well, there we are, all bolted up. And ooh, look at that cover back there. And we have the other one all bolted in there too. And I actually didn't have to jack up this side. I was able to get this one up in there. Probably because having the jack on the other side, it lifted it a little bit on this side too. Yeah, and I worked my spare tire, and it comes down just like it was brand new. I know the wheel don't look new, and one of these days I'll take it down and clean it up and spray some paint on it. But not tonight. I got front brakes to do, and I got an oil change and grease job to do. Yeah, things like that. Check out my brakes. Onward and upward.